Welcome to the altar of beauty. We're always sacred when we lay it down in front of life and we give it its free expression to roam. We give it its wings, we give it its feathers to fly high to the sky. And in this space, we get to explore ourselves in our many forms, many avatars. Really, the formless expressing itself in the form. And then when the formless and form come together in union, this is true alchemy, where we turn it into gold nuggets that we get to cherish and share with each other. And this is my offer. This is my offering to you and to life in devotion, to be truthful, to be transparent, to uncover all the parts that want to express through this avatar in ways that are beyond even the mind's own comprehension of what will that look like or feel like. It's not going to be scripted. It's all going to be real time, no editing, and just a free flow of what's alive in the moment. So we begin. This is first of many. The initiation is finally here. It's already here, and I'm gonna take you on a little journey of storytelling, story sharing, where I get more personal with the story of Mila, and I get to reflect myself and get to even integrate deeper by sharing with you these parts within me. And through this embodiment, I bring the sacredness, the wholeness, and I merge them with my spiritual self, which we're all really just spirits in flesh. And they then get to coexist together. And from my experience, this is the place of divine love, union with Source itself, with life itself, with the self within. And this to me is the radical act of self-expression and self-love through the self expressing itself to the self, to you. The one looking, the one witnessing is the same as this. I may say that is a non-dual perspective, as I come to find out, where there is no two. It's just one of us here. And this is really how I have been seeing life for as long as I remember, and I couldn't find the full explanation or couldn't really share with those around me. I thought they may find me crazy. And later in the years, especially now, coming to find out, oh, this is actually a non-dual perspective. And I no longer feel alone, because there are more and more those voices sharing this way of seeing the world through those eyes where there's just one self. And the more I uncover these lenses and let the veils of old perceptions and conditionings that are not really true and in alignment to this infinite soul essence, then once I uncover and more and more and more, then the gaps get to be smaller and smaller and smaller, meaning the gaps of forgetting and remembering, where when I look in the world, I get less and less lost of subject and object communication, where as long as I'm seeing through the eyes of there is another or there is an object, this always will contain fear within itself, because this is the sense of separation. And as long as we feel separate from each other, separate from life, this is the place of fear, not unity and love, through my lenses. And when those lenses are clear, when I see through this clarity, then I see just really me expressing myself in all these forms. And this is where the gap completely dissolves, merges. You can say it's another form of Sufism, what Rumi, one of my favorite poets, writes about merging with the beloved. This feels like a true merging to me, merging with life, merging with one another. So it's true Tantra, and this is the Tantra that I've come to know years ago, the original yoga before Hatha Yoga came to be, the ancient teachings, that it's not so much about sex and sexual energy. Sexual energy is very much involved because it is creative force energy, life force. At the same time, it's also this experience of the inner and outer are one and the same, and they're an extension of each other, and they play off of each other. In a way, they're constantly making love with each other. Like I am looking at the river and I feel the wind caressing my skin, and then I look at the river and I feel the waters just as I'm looking at her, and all of a sudden the river and me are one and the same. The wind is making love to me through its caress. Or a friend sharing a song or something that so deeply resonates with me that all of a sudden my listening, the one listening, the one receiving merges with the one sharing, the one observing, and the one sharing become one. So there's so many moments in life where this so-called Tantra, this merging with the beloved, gets to be experienced really in any moment. So as I've come to go deeper and deeper on this journey, I come to find more of the languaging of reference points of this experience of life. And I would love to share more about stories and get more personal with this human experience I've been leading, because it truly feels like many lives within one life. Talk about past lives. This is what it feels just within this one life. And I've come to find out that through sharing the personal experiences with each other, this storytelling, this old Asian ways of being, of really all of us gathering around the fire and sharing stories, this is where our human connection merges as well. So one is the soul infinite, the beloved within the divine, the one of so many names, God, Goddess, Source, Creation, and also through the story and storytelling to bridge our human connection, and through this deep resonance of our stories where it touches different parts of us. The stories are different, yet the feelings, the lessons within them can be quite the same. And this is where the resonance occurs and connects us on a heart level, on a deep human, empathetic level, compassionate level. We feel each other, we understand each other, we understand the lessons. So this feels good to honor and express and continue and take you on a journey with me. And this is my devotion, as I mentioned earlier, an offering, a gift to life itself, to the one self, to love, to the beloved. In my heart, in your heart, in the one heart. And as I share with you, I share with myself. And as I share with myself, I get even closer and more intimate with myself. And this is true love coming to meet itself, express itself. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for receiving me as you receive you. Infinite love.